Here is my finished market bag. It turned out so cute. I'm gonna give it to my friend today. And I'm gonna give her some scrubbies. Let's see, I made this scrubby on the king size. And I'm gonna put that in the bag. And I made this little white scrubby on the king size. I'm gonna pop that in the bag. And I used the last of the same cotton. I had enough for 30 rows on the Addi, and I finished it with the scrubby. And I'm gonna pop that in the bag. So there you have it. Finished market bag with handles. Turned out pretty cute. I'm gonna apologize in advance. I cannot believe I did that whole video in portrait mode. I guess it was the weird angle I have the phone stand at. But I'm gonna add, I did this project and I love this cotton. It's 100% cotton from Hobby Lobby. It is called Harvest. I used a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. You will have some yarn left over at the end of your project. Enough to, I'm gonna see if I can do a washcloth for her. And this is what the finished bag looks like. I did rework the handle a little bit, but that's what the finished bag looks like. All right. So I have my panel, and it is 43 needles wide and 60 rows long. And I'm gonna use my thread right where it ended up, and it's actually already in the first stitch. So then I'm gonna go in the second stitch and do a single crochet. And then I'm gonna skip the next 2 stitches, get the next one, single crochet, skip one, get one, and I'm gonna continue that all the way to the other end. And I will see you over there. See, I'm getting close to the other end. So I'm skipping one, single crocheting one, skipping one, single crochet one. Since I'm getting close to the end, I need to find my stitches. So I have the first one, the second, the 2 I'm gonna skip. So I'm gonna skip one, do one, skip one, do one. Do one, and then I'm gonna skip these 2, and I'm gonna turn those into a braid. And let's get this last stitch. And now we're going to turn and do the edge. I actually need to turn it this way so I can work down on it. And when I did the other one, I really didn't know which stitch I'm supposed to go in. I ended up going into the little bars there, and I just went into the single thread. And it worked. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I did. See, when you roll it over, you can see those bars. Okay, I'm going to continue to the other end, so I will pause. See, I'm almost to the edge here. Okay, so that actually is my first stitch on this row, and then I'll get the second stitch. And on my other one, at this point, I unraveled those two so I could braid them up. I don't think I'm going to do that now because I actually like working on it with this on it. So I'm going to go ahead and skip these and then, I don't know, secure the braid somehow after. And can you hear my dog crying? He's right here with his ball. What, Cole? Why are you crying? You want attention? So I'm going to pretend I'm not going to do the braid, and I'm going to go ahead and just secure this row. So I'm going to skip 2, do this one. Skip 1, do 1. Skip 1, do 1. Skip 1, do 1. Maybe I can secure the braid with a button or a bow or a ribbon, and that will make it neat, something different. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. This is just the second one of these bags that I'm making, and that's kind of the fun of making something, is you get to change and do whatever you want to do. And I'm gonna pause my video because somebody is demanding attention. What? Maybe if I throw this, he'll go away for a minute. Okay, I'm going to pause the video until I get to the other side. Okay, I'm on the other end of my waste yarn end, and so I'm going to skip 2 and do 2, and that'll get me to the edge. So skipping those 2, that's for the decorative braid, and I'm going to secure these 2 stitches. And then we will turn the corner and continue doing single crochets in the side stitches. And I decided to do this to give the edge of the French market bag a little bit more stability, and I think that worked out nice. I think the braid also gave it some stability and a little decorative flair. Today is my friend's birthday, and we're gonna go out to dinner, and I think I'm gonna give this and a couple body scrubbies that I made with the Scrubby Sparkly on the Addi King, and those will be her birthday gift. I'm remembering I do have some really cute buttons that are kittens and puppy dogs, so maybe I will sew those on this bag to secure the braid. That might look cute. Or it might get all tangled in the web of this bag. We shall see. Okay. I'm going to pause it and get to the other edge. Okay, I'm getting close to my beginning edge that still has the waste yarn attached to it. Let's see. So at this point, we have single crocheted all the way around this whole entire market bag. So to give the edges a little bit more stability, let's go ahead and do another round all the way around of single crochet. And then the only thing we have left to do is the two edges. We'll add our half double crochets and our handles. So I'm going to go ahead and single crochet back around this whole market bag just for some added stability. And I will meet you when I am done with that. So I'm nearing the end of my fourth side, and you'll have noticed by now that the the bag edges have shrunk up in size. And that's exactly what we want to happen. We want those edges to shore up and be more stable so they can hold all of your produce or your box goods. The cotton's pretty sturdy, but it does stretch a little bit. I probably wouldn't put big 2 liters of soda or cans in this. So coming up to the last corner here. I'm working off of a failed attempt, so I'm having to pull out crochet as I'm working this. This is just my second bag, I think I said that. So I'm kind of doing the video for me as much as for you, since I just kind of winged it. If I get it right, I want to know exactly what I did so I can continue to make them. Let's see. So, and this is why I wanted to leave my yarn in, because on the first bag I did the handle wrong on one side because I was excited and trying to do it too quick. So this is okay. So I did all the way around the project twice, and I'm back up to my waste yarn, and the waste yarn is the handle sides. So now that I'm back up to the waste yarn, I've done my 2 rows of single crochet. I want to do a row of half double crochet all the way across. And this is going to add extra stability for your handle sides. Oops, I'm doing double crochet. Apparently I cannot speak and crochet and be distracted by the dog squeaking its toy, dying for attention right here. Okay, there we go. Half double crochet. And I'm gonna half double crochet all the way across, and then we will chain 1, and we're gonna half double crochet back across. My other bag, I only did 2 rows of half double crochet, and I think I actually want to add a 3rd or a 4th row. I didn't know if I'd have enough yarn to, or how much yarn I'd have in the one skein to be able to do this, and there was plenty of yarn in that first little thing of crochet. So I think I'm going to do a couple extra rows of half double crochet on these bag ends. And I am in no way a perfect crocheter, so I could even be saying the wrong names on some of these stitches. I'm one that kind of just wings it. I can follow instructions, but if I'm doing the wrong stitches, I don't know. So I'll do patterns and I guess put my own twist on it, because I might get things wrong, but in the end it all still works, and you never know until you try something. So let's see, almost to the end of this row, and like I said, on the first one, on one of the handles, I only did the half double crochet like halfway across. That's so silly. How did I not notice that? Okay, so yes, actually, yep, that's the last half double crochet. So I'm gonna chain one and turn, and then half double crochet back across my piece, and we are making the handle side. So I think I am in and out of the video frame, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm doing. And I'll go ahead and pause the video and do the half double crochet across. So I think on my first project, this is where I screwed up, because you've got the single crochet around and it's really hard to tell where your handle should stop. So that's why I wanted to leave the waist yarn in, or you need to put in a stitch placer or something, a stitch marker, so you know where your handle should begin and end. I left the waist yarn in, which I might regret later. So I think it's 2 more stitches. And I'm to the edge. Sorry, we're sitting out on the back patio and the dogs are barking, obviously, at something. So, and that half double crochet brings that in even tighter and makes it good for handle placement. I think I want to do another row of half double crochet back across. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and do my row of half double crochet across. I'm going to end up finishing my yarn here, so I'll have to go back to the skein, and I will give the dogs some time to stop barking. Okay, putting in my last half double crochet, and I think that sure makes for a nicer looking handle end. So now I'm going to chain, I believe it was 50 that I did, and meet you after that. Let's see, I have 41 chains done, but this is where I ran out of my pre-worked yarn, and I've been trying that handy thing that I saw that video to knot your yarn. I've tried it by wrapping twice and I can't get that to work, but I can, let's see, that goes there. I can get it to work by just one wrap, and then you pull and it kind of tucks in your yarn, and I really like it. Let's see, I'm at 41 chain. So I'm going to pause and get back to, I don't need to pause, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So there is my chain of 50. Be really careful not to twist your chain, and then you are going to connect it back to the top of your other edge of your handle. I really hate that I have a knot so close to where the handle is being attached. For extra stability, I just went through the stitch again on my other one. So, and like I said, I am not an expert crocheter. So, let's see. Let me turn it sideways. And now we're going to do half double crochet into our chain. Let's see, I'm going to start it right there. I want to bury that knot in my half double crochet. Okay. So continue half double crocheting till you finish working in your chain. I am at the last few half double crochet. On the other bag I did one side, the handle looked really good, and on the other side didn't look so great. And I think this is a side that doesn't look so great, because I really should have probably turned and attached the handle in, which I think I'm going to anyway, just so it looks nice where it's meeting up. So I'm going to do another half double crochet right here just to attach it in. And I'm going to do just that. And this is where I'm going to snip the yarn and pull it through. And then we will secure that. So there's the handle. And now that we've snipped the yarn, we're going to have to go back and do the handle on the other side. And there's plenty of yarn left from that small, this is all just the one skein of yarn, and there's plenty left. So I think I'm going to pull out this waste yarn first though, and then I can always connect it in somehow right now. Let's see, which side is this? Is this the side that's gonna pull out? It is. That's always fun. I wish both sides would pull out and you didn't have to cut out one side. Woo! Oh, the dog's back. The dog's back. He got his ball. I don't know what his deal is right now. I never make videos, but he thinks I'm talking on the phone maybe? I don't know. But he is just demanding attention. And it's pretty funny. Okay, got that waste yarn out. And this is always the fun part. Getting those stitches out. That's so fun. So, before I pull too much, I think I'm going to grab those edge ones and braid them up. Yeah. And I'm sure all of you know how to do that. Just in case you don't. I kind of pulled it too much, so it's kind of hard for you to see. Let's go to this side. So I'm going to grab the first two, which is going to be these two, and I'm going to pull them up through here. And then I'm going to loosen the next two and pull them up. Loosen the next two and pull them up through. You can usually grab two at a time and loosen them, but with this cotton, it's kind of hard. Sometimes it really wants to grab. See? Like that one. So loosen, loosen. It is hot here. I have the mister going, so there is a slight bit of moisture on my yarn, my cotton, and that's definitely making it want to stick a little bit more. I'm noticing my nail polish perfectly matches this yarn. I did not plan that. I had no intention of making a video. Don't even know if I'll post it. Again, I'm just doing it so if this works out, I can replicate it. And if I post it, you can replicate it too. Let's see, almost to the other edge. Might as well just continue. Oh my gosh, the dog. I love the dog, don't get me wrong. Co, what are you doing? Are you trying to be on video? I already tried throwing his ball off to Never Never Land, and he got it and came back. It's got to be about dog nap time. Okay. So there's the last two. I'm going to tuck them under the waist yarn because I already have the 2 rows of slip stitches here. And you know what? I am just going to weave them through my slip stitch. How about that? And then I can just incorporate them with the half double crochet. That'll work. So I happen to have a stitch placer here. stitch marker, and I'm going to put it through all of that so I can kind of stretch those. Yeah, and I'll just catch all of that with the half double crochet. That's going to work. Okay, so I'm not going to video the rest of it. So you're going to braid the other side up right now, and then once you get it braided, you'll have 2 stitch markers in there, and they will not be at the end. Remember, you'll still have 2 stitches past the stitch marker. And then you're going to do your rows of half double crochet and your chain 50 for your handle, and half double crochet back across the handle, and then you will have a market bag. Pull out the stitches and you'll be good. And I think I'm going to stop at that. But yay! Cute market bag. I think I will finish it after lunch and petting the dog and giving him some love, because he wants love. Say bye, Cole. Bye, Cole.